Hello everyone. Seeing as everybody really liked my how-to painting of the gun drones, I'll just bring them in. I'm going to do for you how I painted the fireworks for this set. It is really similar to this one, and today I will be working on this because I really want to get this squad ready to start off my new army. Well, my new set. Here are two others which are kind of representing what the rest of them will look like. I will be doing the full process this time, as I want to show you how I like to pose them. And seeing as someone actually found my last tutorial helpful, I hope this will be helpful for you. Again, Mr. Person who commented, I will put their name in the description, because he's the first person who's commented on one of my videos. So, today, we are going to be arming him with this. It's called a pulse carbine. Its range is 18 inches, strength 5, penetration rating 5, and is assault 2 rending, which essentially means any wounds scored with this will delay the squad, I believe. I will check on the rules for that. I've never managed to get close enough to use this, because the pulse rifles kill everything before that. Here's the torso and backpack. Let me just adjust the camera. You will see it better when it's painted. Bear in mind, I am using relatively large brushes. Light, better to see there. Here's his head and his shoulder guard. Where's his other arm? Ah, yes. This guy's going to be carrying a drone controller, because I want to try out a nice new pose. So, first things first, we're going to do the dark green armor, which, just like the drones, is done with Dark Angels Green. So, I just get the green onto my paint brush, and just start to paint on If you don't like it, please say why. I don't like just seeing a thumbs down without reason. It just confuses me as to, well, if you don't like it, just tell me how you wish for me to improve it. Is it because I'm an amateur? If so, then go F yourself. If you're just complaining about that, look, I've just got started, but I have been painting for a few years and I am proud of my work. Every year I get tons better. Now these pulse carbines are going to be painted in a similar fashion to the ones on the gun drones, as it is the same weapon exactly. This is just going to be positioned differently and is being carried by a blue person. I'm not racist, they are blue. Literally, look. I'll just focus that. Blue skinned. And if you want proof, look online. Every person who has ever played Tower has painted them blue skin. It's because they are blue skinned. Got a problem with that? And you're spacist. If you know that comment, then you've seen my hero. Just focus that. Sorry for the wobbling. It's a very wobbly table and I am up in my loft. This may or may not be longer than the last one. All depends on how the paint dries. And for all those in my school, I will not give it away. This is what I do most of my life. I am that sad. Yep. This one. Now I will also be adding another paint into the mix, and that's going to be Goblin Green. Reason for that is because it's either that or I'm going to go with Hawk Turquoise. I'll decide when I get to painting the little lights. I could go red as well. Excuse me a sec. Quite difficult to see it. That one was well base coated. Sorry if this sounds loud, I'm quite close to it. So, something should be dry by now, meaning I can go on to the next stage. So, go wash my brush and then dry it. By the way, the stuff that we use to assemble these, I use Citadel Plastic Glue Thick because that's the only stuff I've got. People like Buy Painted, we use companies such as Revel to assemble their kits. So, if I grab some dry pieces, I believe this helmet's dry. Yes, it's dry. Next colour, then, which is Rotting Flesh. Now, as you saw on those other models, you can probably guess where this will be going. I will enhance this footage if needs be. Again, I am recording on an iPhone, so the quality looks good to me, but may not on a PC, as Lord knows what resolution this will come out as. For me, it looks like 720p. For you, it may look 240. Let me know in the comments, and I'll try and rectify it. I mean, I've got 12 of these dudes to go through. I've only done, well, this is the 5th person? 4th? 5th? I don't know. Oh dear. Sorry if I was shaking. Crap. Right, that puts up the age rating a bit. Still here, just doing it in better light. I will also be doing actual games on my channel and how to plays to sort of give anyone watching an idea and overall basics of the 6th edition of Warhammer 40k, and I'll also be doing a review of the new lovely Tau Codex which I got while I was on my holidays to Skegness. And I'll also give a shout out to Warlords of the Coast. They sold these to me 20% of the cost at Games Workshop, which is essentially £17.50. They sold it to me. And believe me, sounds a lot, it's actually quite cheap in the world of Warhammer. I'll probably rectify that. Not my best, but it will be rectified. No. Shit. Hang on, I'm just gonna give my brush another wash. This is looking like it's going to be a longer episode. go. Okay, next up is the little chest panel. Just render this. Focus, damn camera. This won't be entirely noticeable, which isn't why I'm going into too much detail, i.e. this. You can only just see it. You can't remember the camera, but actually even I can't. Did I even do it? Yes, I did. It's just very hard to see. Now the thing about the tower is that the little markings are really just geometric shapes. So that means you can do anything from a square to an octagon or decagon or even a dodecahedron if you wish. I don't know what its name is in 2D. I only know its dice form because I have played Dungeons and Dragons. It's quite fun. I just lost interest after a while. It's the little antennae. To see it, here he is on him. Excuse me while I focus this. Move him back a bit into the light. See there? That bit there? Which pretty much allows them to communicate with each other. Plus this is a nice little conversion that I did. Splicing off a bit from Pulse Carbine. I'm not sure where its master is, but it's gone. I may cut out most of the painting, but if you hear this, then it means I did not give much of a hey. Depends if the computer's free when I upload it, because I will be uploading it straight from the gallery. And if I can figure out how. Do put so in the description how, please. I am asking you politely. Okay, next up. Oh, I've got this shoulder pad. This, for this team, is going to have the rotten, just focusing in, rotting flesh, shoulder pad. Other squads will have different colours, like one squad may have Macragge blue, or Hawk turquoise, or even Shadow Grey, which is a skin tone, so that'll be funny. I'll be cutting out most of this, so you may not see a majority of this, but next up, I am going to be dry brushing on Tyrant's skull. Now, the reason I do that is so that these legs, can you see it? That'll be just plain black, but by dry brushing it on the Tyrant's skull, it brings it out very nicely. Pew. Give myself a little bit of fun time. I do slave away for hours on end. One time I went up at 6, finished at 9. What was I going to do? Yes, dry brushing. I've got so much paint on my hands. Large dry brush. This is how I prepare it. Literally, I just rub it on until it's ready. Then, grab here. I just focus it. On a lot of my models that are dark coloured, you will see this dry brush applied to them, because it's really one that I would seriously recommend to anyone who has difficulty highlighting, because it works with any colour that is darker than itself. That's the only thing about it. You can't use it on bright colours because, well, bright colours are what you're supposed to use for highlighting in the first place. So I used it to highlight my Dark Angels. I'll be showing them in a video. I'm also using it just like I did with the drones on the gun. Okay. So then, dry brush. Literally, it's called a dry brush. Can you see that? Dry brush. Brush itself is called a large dry brush. Okay. Where is feet? I've just realised that's something I'm missing. Oh shit. No, seriously, where the fuck are they? Kidding me. Hang on, I'll just... no. Waistcoating means too much to chop out. This is a joke. Did I even cut out legs? I did. Question is... Oh, there they are. Here they are. Found them. Okay, let's do this before my battery dies. Just going through similar steps. I've already paused up. Okay, put those legs to one side. We will come back to them. And I will work on them every now and then. Okay, next up is the little towel symbol, which is this black thing here. It will look like something like this, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. For those of you who do know the Tau Empire, they would recognise that I am doing the sept colours of the Tau Sept. That's because these guys are technically a covert sept, sort of like urban missionaries. At least that's their fluff. And all their sept markings are... Just try and move... is big chunky line. That's too much. Line there, line there. I will neaten this up afterwards, so those of you who see me at school will see that a bit neater. But then on the right side. Yeah, more or less. Same goes here. And the same goes on the gun somewhere. Actually, I don't think it goes on the pulse carbine. Let me know in the comments if you think it will go on the carbine and how. It would be nice and helpful to me. I've never managed to do set markings before. This is the first time I've done it. I can easily do it on a pulse rifle, as you can see here. Nice and geometric, persistent throughout, although there it seems to be mirrored. I'll rectify that. So, I will also be showing you some games with these bad boys, testing them out against the Dark Angels. This is already longer. To cut that. Preparing Gehenna's Gold. So there's the gold on the pulse carbine. See, there are two different weapons in the tower arsenal. This is the pulse rifle, long and sleek, range 30 inches, strength 5, AP 5, rapid fire. And then the pulse carbine, which is strength 5, AP 5, range 18 inches, and assault 2 rending. So, yeah, that's dry. Catch up with the legs. It's also rotten flesh knee guards. Wish it would dry quicker. It's a nuisance. Anyway, this is the only dangerous side to the hobby when I find my clippers. Clippers. There's some clippers. Oh, there's the clippers. These. It's far more dangerous when you use a craft knife, but then again, it's more precise. Don't chop up his hoof. There we go. Here are his feet. Let's grab him a base. Nice, lovely base. I will add sand, maybe, if I find some. I do have some lying around. Now, where'd my glue go? Today is not my day. Oh, here we are. Getting where I put everything. It smells quite a lot. So, there we go. Feet are now applied to the base. Yes, I know it's shoddy. For all you critics out there. Who can go and be nuked by the Talvar for all I care. For you non-Warhammer people, the Talvar is literally Tau for greater good. The purpose of self-sacrifice for a greater good. So here we go. Torso is now on. Let that dry for a little bit. While that happens, we'll start adding some final details, such as the metal in the lens here. Quick wash of brush. And grabbing some skull white. now known as White Scar. Here is a tricky part. Every Fire Warrior has this symbol. Oh my goodness, that turned out beautifully. Best turnout of that symbol ever. I'm proud. So, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go with straight to Hawk Turquoise. I'm now just working on the drone controller. I may try and add a glow off camera. Here we go. Nice and bright. I will enhance this footage because it looks pretty shit. Okay. Now onto the eyes. This is going to be a pain because I've only got one strand on my fine detail brush. And look at this. The day this video was made, I've only just come back from Skeg. There we go. See the red? So, I believe I can apply one thing onto the head. Oh, wait. Need to dry brush it. Need to highlight the black cloth. This will also sort of relate to my mate's Tau army. So there, crap. So there we have it. I'm gonna have to make this a two-parter and finish it off